we are all waiting eagerly for the development of a vaccine so that we can start going about our normal lives again. And I get a lot of questions on what the vaccine is going to do, when it is going to come, what are the possible timelines, why is it taking so long, why can't we get it already. So a lot of questions, so I'll try and answer some of the questions for you today. We have almost more than 175 vaccines across the world in some stage or the other, either in a preclinical or a clinical stage of development, out of which 8 vaccines have gotten to the phase 3 clinical trials, of which I think the most talked about, as you all know, is the AstraZeneca vaccine, which is being developed in collaboration with the Oxford University. But we also have the Moderna vaccine, the Pfizer one, the Sanofi GSK one, Novavax, and also another very famous one, the Russian vaccine being developed by the Gamaleya Institute in Moscow. We also have 8 vaccines being worked upon in India itself, out of which 2 have come to the phase 2 of clinical trials, one of which is being carried out very close to Delhi at PGI Rohtak, where I used to study as well, and the results are coming out to be very positive. So all these terms may sound a little confusing. What is a phase 3? What is a phase 2? What is a clinical trial in itself? So the reason the vaccine takes so long to develop is because it has to go through at least 6 stages before it is licensed for use in a patient or in a community. The first stage is the exploratory phase, where we explore various therapies, we see what can work, what cannot work at the cellular level, and it is mostly done in the laboratories and takes anywhere between 2 to 4 years to work out. Fortunately or unfortunately, since coronavirus is very similar to SARS and MERS that we had earlier, a lot of this exploratory phase has already been done earlier, and so the vaccines can be accelerated through very quickly to the next stage, which is the preclinical stage, which is done mostly on animals like mice and monkeys, and we see a cellular response of the vaccines. We can also challenge the animals with infection once we've vaccinated them with this vaccine and there are no side effects or adverse effects. We can infect the animals on purpose with the virus and see whether they develop an immune response or whether they get an infection. After this has cleared, we get to the clinical development, in which the phase 1 is on a very limited number of 20 to 100 healthy volunteers who have no illnesses or more comorbidities. If there are no problems there, the vaccine goes to phase 2, which has several hundred volunteers of different age groups, different communities, and we see what is the response there. It is a randomized controlled trial. That means some people get the vaccine whereas others don't. If this also works well, there are no side effects and we see a rapid immune response, we go to phase 3, where thousands of volunteers are tested across all communities. Countries like AstraZeneca is testing across countries, even in India, UK, US, and we heard of a famous incident in the UK where one volunteer developed some side effects, and so the trial had to be stopped for a couple of days. But it happens across thousands of people. Most COVID vaccines that I talked about earlier have enrolled 50 to 60,000 volunteers in their phase 3 trials. After phase 3, an optional phase 4 trial can also happen till the time approval happens, in which the vaccine manufacturer keeps testing for safety, efficacy, and even other potential uses of the vaccine till the time the 5th stage or the approval stage comes in from the governments. I think in this case the approval will be pushed through quicker because of emergency authorization. Otherwise this also takes many months to a year to get the approval. Once the approval is in place, of course, we go to the manufacturing stage where the vaccine is manufactured on a bulk scale. in India, the Oxford vaccine or the AstraZeneca vaccine, as I said, is already being manufactured by the Serum Institute of India at their own risk, that if it does not cross or clear the clinical trials, even then they will keep manufacturing it at their own risk, at the risk of discarding the whole manufactured labels. But if it does clear all the hurdles, then the manufactured doses will be available very quickly, as early next year. But to get the entire community of the world vaccinated, I think it will take at least 3 to 4 years, because we will need billions of these doses, which is not very easy to manufacture. So it will take time. So till the time, I would request all of you to be safe, follow SMS, that is sanitization, mask and social distancing. It is not a disease that can be wished away. It is not something that is going to be solved very quickly, but work is in progress. The reports are exciting, they are very encouraging, and I am sure we will win this battle very, very quickly. Till the time, be safe, be healthy, and we'll see you on the other side. Thank you.